I'm Brian. If you guys didn't know, I'm gonna review my very first music video today. See, this is back in 2012. I got my headphones on so my mic don't give me feedback. This is kind of embarrassing, so stick with me. This is called It Must Be. It was me and my buddy at the time, Schizo. We picked up this camera and we did have no idea what we were doing. Like, this is a camcorder we just picked up. And basically what I'm doing today is just showing you guys that you just work hard, learn stuff, you could do whatever, man. I don't feel like I'm a super talented person, but I'm a super hard working person, and I will take that time out and really make this extra stuff happen, if that makes sense. Like, I can't just jump up and do something and it'd be great. That's just not how it works for me. I wish it was, but it's not. It takes me a lot of hard work, a lot of failure, a lot of failure. I just stick with it, and eventually things get better, things get good. And this goes for anybody that just gets so discouraged when you first jump into something and it's just not what you want, or it's not what you're looking for. Just keep going, keep going harder. That failure is going to teach you more than that success will ever teach you. Every time you fail, you learn so much. But enough of that inspirational shit. Let's get to the video. That intro, though. My goodness.
I live my way of life like this is what it must be. Screaming fuck you, I know you saying fuck me.
First things first, when you do an intro, these days, the words and stuff, make it small. Like, it should be small, little, cinematic. The more fancy it is, the less professional it is, if that makes sense. You can't just have the big fancy old weird title. It just doesn't work like that. It's maybe in that age it could have.
I don't trust you don't trust me. Like I said, it is what it must be. I live my way of life like this is what it must be. Screaming fuck you, I know you saying fuck me. I don't trust you don't trust me.
My buddy Schizo helped me shoot this part, but I shot his. No movement. Sony Vegas transitions. Bro, why you have that big ass machete? Man, them transitions.
Pain I seem to crave for, gilded always way more. Don't know where to go, what should I stay for? What should I?
There were some pretty cool Dutch angles in there. I don't think it was much intentional, but they were there. Dutch angle is when it kind of goes crooked, sideways, kind of gives you the feeling that something's wrong in the scene, which is super dope if it's used right. But I think we just didn't have access to anything, so we just kind of made the tripod crooked so it would look different. Whatever that is. And these transitions that come in Sony Vegas, my goodness.
Sometimes I didn't want it growing up. Being told my conception was a blunder. My perception in a flood of interception from another. Purveyor of a hater, you're a faker from the gutter. Did I stutter? I'm a product of my mother. And if you ever met my mother, then there's no need to wonder. I live my way of life like this is what it must be. Screaming fuck you, I know you.
The lighting is terrible.
I don't trust you don't trust me.
It's not just the lighting either. It's where the lights are placed. Like, even if it's not in the background or anything, it should be placed directly on my face at maybe a 45-degree angle, maybe a side angle, anything like that. Like, even when the light was on me, it was directly at me, almost like it was coming at the camera, and that's called flat light. And that's terrible. It's not cinematic at all. There's literally no depth in the scene. There's a little backlight there, I guess. I don't know if that would count, but there's no light on I don't know what this little light is on my forehead, but there's no light on the subject at all.
It is what it must be. I live my way of life like this is what it must be. Screaming fuck
I was so young.
Saying fuck me. I don't trust you don't trust me. Like I said, it is what it must be. It is what it must be. A real where it be at. Lames at the game cause they just couldn't cheat it. My head all sick cause they just couldn't treat it. Track, lace it, kill it, leave it. I wake up in the morning with the money on my eyes. Kiss my little girl and thank the Lord that I'm alive. It's hard to survive in a life like mine, but somebody tell my mama that I'm doing just fine on the verge of.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie, for my very first video ever, this is kind of fun to watch. Yeah, there's so many terrible things going on. There's the lighting is terrible. The scene selections are terrible. Like what was I doing? Just walking down a dark street with a light in my face. It had nothing to do with the first half of the song. It's bad. But if you guys ever want to get into videos, let me tell you, the very first thing you need to learn is lighting, and which is a kind of a bad example right now. Considering I didn't do much lighting here. Set the black light over here to give it a little depth, a little light in the back there to give it some depth, and I'm using the window light for my backlight / main light. I don't have a fill light, but it's coming from the screen, so the fill light's there, so you don't see much shadow. It's not very contrasty. If I was to do it correctly, I'd probably place a light up here 45 degrees from me to where I get a light under my cheek right here. You'll get this dope little triangle in your shadow, but at the same time, then I would want to shoot over here. I want to shoot at the shadow side to make it more dramatic, which is super dope cinematically. Anyway, let's keep going.
I'm making it, little herb, I'm blazing it. Just to ease the motherfucking urge to taking it. Moving to the top like I burn my basement. Money comes to me, I ain't concerned with chasing it. Got love for the hustle, can't lie, cause I did it. A family to feed, damn right, I'ma get it. I ain't budging no way, I stand right on my pivot. Jump starting, head right to the finish. I live my way of life like this is what it must be. Screaming fuck you, I know you're saying fuck me. I don't trust you, you don't trust me. Like I said, it is what it must be. I live my way of life like this is what it must be.
I would have did so many things different here. So mad, this wouldn't even, I wouldn't even consider these shots right now.
It is what it must be.
Dope bitch you ever heard.
And these transitions and that logo, jeez. So that's it. That was my very first video from 2012. It must be the first one I ever edited, the first one I shot, well, which I had help from Schizo. It was a fun experience because that's when I fell in love with it. Well, I fell in love with it from a couple friends of mine, Filthy Phil, Nesto. I mean, these guys were just killing it, you know, consistently growing, and I just wanted to be a part of that. Like, wow, this is great. This is very creative. There's so much you could do with the video, and I think that's why I like videos so much, is because how much you can do. You never stop learning when it comes to video. Every time I go shoot, I learn something, and I am nowhere near perfect right now. I still got so much to learn, so far to grow, but damn it, I'm on my way. Sometimes you lose focus when you see stuff and it's not exactly how you want it, and you worked so hard, but then you go back to things like this and you're like, wow, I really did come a long way. I worked really hard at that. And obviously I didn't have everything it took for that. And some of it's equipment, but just remember, it's not the sword, it's the warrior. Be the best warrior you can be. It doesn't matter what you have. I'll go out and shoot a video with my cell phone right now that would completely brutalize this, you know. It's what you know, how you use it. And like I said, the point of this video was to let you know, no matter if the things ain't perfect, if you're baking cakes for a living and that first cake you make ain't good, how much did you learn from that? You learn what not to do. You learn how to approach it differently. The next cake might not be perfect either, but I bet it would be better than that first one. And as long as you're making progress, it goes for anything in life. You're gonna do good. Keep making progress. Progress makes perfect every time. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for tuning in.
Lane, hit the gas in my fresh Nikes. Made a little name and I got a little love and some people that don't like me. I earned my keep and I held my own. I done grind right down to the bone. I am who I am, I ain't nothing like them. They ain't been in my shoes and it shows. Oh well, they ain't been in my shoes and it shows. Oh well, I done grind right down to the bone. Music up loud and I hit the fast lane, hit the gas in my fresh Nikes. Made a little name and I got a little love and some people that don't like me. I ain't stopping, man, I'm on the road. Fed my ego enough and I want my pot to go. If you ain't building me up, then I know you gotta go. Keep it real, ain't no reason to keep it on the low. I'm just stuck here in the middle with this man that's in the mirror. And my daughter asks for mama, I just lie and call her Errol. The way that they be acting, you would think I did them wrong. And it's funny when the buzz is gone, now we don't get along. I seen the very bottom, I feel like I'm in between. Never let it break me, I came out that bitch a king. Now they wanna hate me, it really don't change a thing. Funny what they saying, but never say it to me. But now I won't forget it, and you will never get a pass. Showed a lot of love, I bet they never mention that. Now you can see me smash with my foot up on the gas and keep on wondering why I ain't hit your back, motherfucker. Music up loud and I hit the fast lane, hit the gas in my fresh Nikes. Made a little name and I got a little love and some people that don't like me. I earned my keep and I held my own. I done grind right down to the bone. I am who I am, I ain't nothing like them. They ain't been in my shoes and it shows. Oh well. They ain't been in my shoes and it shows. Oh well. I done grind right down to the bone. Music up loud and I hit the fast lane, hit the gas in my fresh Nikes. Made a little name and I got a little love and some people that don't like me.